Stories are magical. They transfer you to a different world. Stories invoke passion. When we think of stories, the first thing that comes to our mind is an old lady with freckled face and grey hair, or an old wise man taking us to an enchanting world, a world of king, a world of kingdom, prince, princess. Well, I spent the last 2.5 days listening to enchanting stories, but it came out of not an old woman we call grandma or an old wise man, but a handsome young storywala, Ameen Haque, and a young, beautiful, proud mother, storywala, Tanya Bhatcharya. It was 2.5 days of bliss listening to the stories. They not only told us stories, but also taught us the intrinsic of writing stories. They were stories, personal stories, brand stories, data stories, and we all got a lot more wiser. If these stories were not enough, what a beautiful surrounding at Olde Bangalore Resort. Surrounded by greenery, living in tents with smiling staff, always ready to help. And what about a cook? A cook that kept whipping out food that was just irresistible to eat. And the weather in Bangalore, that too in December, cool and pleasant. Just enjoy the climate. And what do we have to say about the rain gods? Seems like he too was curious to hear the stories. He kept drizzling in and drizzling out. Maybe to hear the enchanting stories of storywalas Ameen and Tanya. I take home a lot of learning, not just of curating stories, but also of narrating stories, and stories of brands, stories, personal stories of companies, stories of employees. A weekend well spent, worth every penny of it. Thank you, Ameen, and thank you, Tanya.